Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this video is about one question. Is the Pajero fuel efficient or a Guzzler? I was asked this question by one of my buddies, and I felt that my answer is, a little bit silly, because it was either my answer was no or a yes. So my answer was no, but it's subjective. If you are driving a four-cylinder car, 1.3 engine, then your answer will definitely be yes. It is a gas guzzler. But if you're used to driving a V8, 5.7 or higher, then you would think that it's Pajero is economical car. So let's take out all the factors, like for example acceleration. So let's remove that factor, and then traffic, let's remove it. So we're just gonna rely on the engine itself, engine, car, weight, gear ratio, and I think the answer would be much more factual. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rely on the in-dash fuel economy instrument panel, or what do you call that? This one, that one. We're gonna be resetting it every time we start to drive, and we're gonna drive on a constant speed at about 17 kilometers. Well, why 17 kilometers? Because I've noticed that at 17 kilometers the fuel consumption doesn't go up and down anymore, so it's constant. I mean fuel, the fuel consumption. So I drove it constantly at 80, 100, at 60, 80, 100, 120, and 140 for 17 kilometers, and the results are here. At 60 kilometers per hour, I was consuming about 9.6 liters per 100 kilometers. The RPM was sitting at 1.5 at 60 kilometers for 18 minutes. RPM was sitting at 1.8, and consumption is 9.7 liters per 100 kilometers. At 100, it's sitting at 2.2, 2000 RPM, 2200 RPM, and the consumption is 10.8 liters per 100 kilometers. At 120, it's sitting at 2.5 RPM, 2500, and the consumption is 13.2. And last was 140, driving constantly for 17 kilometers, and the consumption is 15.9, and it was sitting at 3000 RPM. So those are numbers, and if I am driving this from full tank to empty, most of the time, well, at max I was able to drive 530 kilometers, and my recent drive to Alcatim, where did I drove? Somewhere in the west, which took me about 430 kilometers. and I was driving 160 all the time, and it consumed 80 liters. Oh, how did I say that? How can I say that I consumed 80 liters? It was full tank to empty from 0 kilometers to 430 kilometers. So those are the numbers. I think with that, it's not gonna be subjective, and it's gonna be factual because it's numbers. So that's it. It's really up to you if you would say that it's efficient or guzzler. But if you want to drive it, in an economical way, I would let it sit at 100. You're not so slow, but you're not consuming so much because it's just 10 liters per 100 kilometers. So let's say, for example, you're going from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, which is about 100 kilometers. Then you'll just be consuming 10 liters, which is not so bad. But if you're driving 140, which is the speed limit, then you almost double the fuel consumption, because at 140 you're about 15.9 or 16. So that's already an increase of 60%. So that's it. If you want to drive economically, drive slow. Not very slow, because very slow, let's say 60 is only 9.6. So the difference between 60 and 100 is not really that much. So, and anyways, I won't be driving 60 in the highway. So if you drive it 100, then it consumes reasonably. Even not 120, 13 liters. I keep on saying going to Dubai because most of us are driving Abu Dhabi, Dubai regularly. Then it's a good example on what your consumption would be. So if you're driving 120, 13 liters, and you're paying what, 2 dirhams per liter, so your daily expenses would be about 26 dirhams. Not so bad, instead of riding a cab or a bus. So it's still economical. So that's it. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.